Go for it, buddy.
Okay, so previously on Refresh, we jumped around the timeline just a little bit. We backtracked to Thane's encounter with the other members of the Celestial Collective, Sir Calloway and Charlie Pennywhistle, his squire, or his Thane. And Charlie seemed really odd. Thane had grown up with them, and they had always gotten along. Some would say they were even best friends. But Charlie was acting very strange during this interaction. Thane had asked if they were being hurt again by Calloway, to which it kind of got a yes. And they had offered to put an end to it because they're outside of the walls of Seneca. If they go through with it, who's going to know? But Charlie emphatically said no. Thane later got into the city and met with some of the contacts on the inside. They walked the noose and learned a couple things. But then they were captured by Silverwater, which we will return to in a moment. Meanwhile, the rest of the group, who were still trapped in the birdcage, were interviewed by a series of progressively worse assholes. Duncan was interviewed by the Twistwind family, and as someone on the outside who did not know what the group did or did not do, he seemed incredibly guilty. Barely answered a single question. Who is Farney? What kind of guide? What are you talking about? Like, just very. It was aggressive dementia that Duncan was displaying during that interview. Nabos was interviewed by a dwarf builder who seemed to be upset that the walls, or whatever they had destroyed, was somehow rebuilding itself. Nabos could not give this dwarf very good explanations for these things. The dwarf left angry and thinking that maybe the archbishop was somehow involved with this. Brun was no longer poisoned. He tried talking to gargoyles, but he asked it a lot of dumb questions. So I don't know if he got anywhere with it. That is a quote from the game. That's not Andrew thinking they were dumb questions. It was just, that's what was repeated. He was also interviewed by a halfling about Pyvel named Kradeth, who was the biggest dick of the bunch. Absolutely terrible person. At night, the group had a dream. Thane, kidnapped by Silverwater, winds up at the Silverwater Manor and has a dream that they meet the rest of the group. And whoa, wouldn't you guess it, it is not actually completely a dream. They're actually interacting with one another. They exchange some information. They exchange a quick hug, which was really adorable. And they exchange a couple, hopefully, items that we'll see if that carries over to when they wake up. And I think... Oh, and then the lady Ellerin had called to the group asking for assistance. Alexis sounded awesome when she had done that. And I think that is where we left it. Did I miss
anything to add from anyone else?
I will make a slight correction. I wouldn't say aggressive dementia. I would say tactical dementia. But we may continue.
Yeah, I mean, You were on the inside, though. You were trapped in your own head. It always sounds better when you're on that side of it.
Mm-hmm. Andrew, do you have any inspiration right now?
I don't, unless I've kept it for the last 6 games. No, I don't think so.
Well, give yourself an inspiration, because that was inspirational.
I will. Thank you.
Alrighty, my friends. Nothing from anyone else then? Because we're all muted? Perfect.
Mm-hmm.
I love a captive audience. So welcome back. You've just been in the dream realm, that dreamscape with all those swirling stars and a field of people, several of whom had broken down and disintegrated into dust on an unseen wind, until you yourselves did similar. The 3 in the birdcage. As per usual, the sun is rising, and you are starting to really feel its effects now. Everyone please take 2 damage. 2 heat damage.
Of those
for
3.
Today. Those 3, yes. The exposure is really starting to get to you. Duncan, even though you've been trying to use that blanket of yours to protect yourself, offer some bit of relief, it's not enough. The sun is pervasive. And this continues on for a good while. There are clouds beginning to roll in. Hopefully, those will help you. But who knows? Thane, you wake in a place different from where you fell asleep. You had been tied up, trussed like a pig, basically, to a wall in a stable on the floor. You hear a few voices. Is it dead? If we've killed it, we're going to be dead next. And then another voice. What did we do? We didn't do anything that could kill it, right? Nothing happened. It's fine. Just keep it propped up. And you feel hands kind of adjust you in a chair where you've been bound now. Right around now is when you come back to consciousness. You have no armor.
What form am I in?
You're in the form that you had been. So I believe that was still the feminine face. You have basic clothes, whatever was under the armor, right? But the armor is nowhere to be felt. The room you're in has windows. You can see some sunlight coming through drawn curtains. It's not much, but it's something. Are you looking around? How are you waking?
Thane, with the voices coming to them first, they're going to pretend to stay unconscious for a little longer just to see if they can pick up anything additional that is said between these people, and to try to track where they're moving in the room and how large this space is.
The room isn't very large. It's probably like servants' quarters type room. There's not a lot of space, just enough for a couple of guards who are talking to each other in hushed tones. They seem to be panicking just a little at the thought that you may have expired.
Is there anything up my sleeves? If my hands are bound together, do I feel anything up either one of those?
That's a great question for Navos and you. How strongly did you two believe that something could be passed between you in that dreamscape?
Thane believed it very strongly because they had seen this as, hey, this is our back door to this entire thing.
For
Navos?
Navos, the strongest hope possible, not only to pass off, but to hope that whatever can be written or drawn will not be erased by somebody else.
Thane, as you start taking stock of your surroundings and yourself, you feel a pin. Brun's hairpin.
What am I bound
Brun,
with?
can
Or they
you-
change? Sorry.
Brun, your hairpin, can you describe it briefly? Was it metal? Was it wood? What was it made of?
It's a long, almost like a chopstick, a little shorter than a chopstick, but still with that sort of taper to it. But it is a metal squarish, probably 6-8 inches long, with a small, delicate chain, and then the flower pendant at the tail end of it. But it is metal.
So what were you
Uh,
asking, Andrew?
Am I bound with what is the material that I'm bound with? Is it rope? Is it chain?
You can feel that rough rope that you had kind of worked under your gloves that had been rubbing at your wrists. It seems to
Okay.
be a similar material. Your
And
wrists hurt from it.
is it's my wrists and my ankles that are tied?
Your feet are bound together.
Okay, and I am not currently bound to the chair because they had dropped me onto it.
They kind of propped you up.
Okay.
Arms are
am I bound?
back, kind of
I'm
holding
bound?
you up.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna take an extra like 2-3 minutes just to listen. Try to like train my breathing. See if they say anything else or give anything away.
They really don't give you much. Why would they be talking about their evil plans, you know? So they eventually come to a consensus that they're going to head outside and just wait. They're going to make sure that guard is kept, and anything that happened in the room happened on its own and not because of them.
Okay. Am I in the center of the room or am I against a wall?
Center of the room.
Okay. Thane is going to attempt to use that needle and just break thread after thread of the rope in an attempt to free their hands first.
What would you like to roll for this?
I guess I would say something with dexterity or sleight of hand, which I think is dexterity.
That's what I was about to say. It sounds very sleight of
That
hand.
is-
which is-
That is Dex
Yeah.
indeed.
I will do
So give me that
sleight of hand.
roll. I'm gonna say
Okay.
to fully release yourself would be a 16.
So
I
it's
don't
a
like the
natural
smile.
one on the first. Natural one on the
Okay.
first, but I'm going to use the inspiration that I was given 5 seconds ago.
Okay. Love it.
Sweet, and that is a 16.
Okay. It takes some time. You don't know how much time. The light coming in under the curtains, or through the curtains, rather, it shifts. But it's hard to tell. You feel the rope around your wrist loosen. It doesn't drop. But you're confident that it is loose enough that should you try with a little bit of oomph, you could free your hands.
Okay, and then there's still the additional rope that is attaching me to the chair, and the rope around my ankles.
Mhm.
Okay. And I'm not sure how much time has passed at this point.
No, you're not sure.
Do I hear anything from outside?
Just those guards. That low murmur of voices.
Okay. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna break that rope and go for the next one, which would be the one attaching me to the chair.
Okay. Go for it.
Another sleight of hand. Is the DC on this lower since I can see what I'm doing now? It doesn't matter. That's a
I will
17 plus
say-
3.
Okay.
20.
You start working on it. And again, you feel that you've gotten more comfortable with how this rope is constructed. You've kind of picked it apart a little more efficiently. The knots are a little bit looser. This was which rope you were attacking?
The one tying me to the chair.
Again, you feel confident that you could free yourself fairly quickly.
Okay.
You've been listening for signs of anything outside. And you hear a very even tapping of heels on whatever flooring is outside. And it's approaching the door. There's a brief exchange with the guards, and the door clicks.
I'm gonna put my hands back to where they were and lean up against the back of the chair.
Standing in the backlit section of the door as it opens, is a tall elf with a long braid that is festooned with rings of metal and colorful ribbons. They're dressed very nicely, very prim, very proper, very better than you. Well, good morning. You are awake, aren't you? It's quite late by now. You should be up. And you feel... are you pretending to be asleep still? Sorry.
No. I'm awake. I wanted to track her movements inside.
Gotcha.
I'm just leaning up
It's
against,
Sensen.
with my hands hidden.
Sensen is walking up towards you. The door clicks behind him.
Play dead, play dead, play dead.
And
Wait.
you hear the lock.
Zenson. I should know who that is, right?
Silverwater.
That's the one you beat. Yeah, you fought.
Oh, that's his first.
Yeah,
I thought
he
his
has
first
a
name-
actual
first
I thought it
name.
was just. I thought it was just Lord. Oh, this fucking guy.
It's a big pile of shit walking in.
Sorry, I forgot who you were.
I
I forgot how much I hated you.
Oh, that's you, Silverwater. I thought the manure truck went by.
I'm quiet.
What, nothing to say this morning? Did you sleep well? I hope so. Must have been very comfortable, very familiar to you,
Guards
in
are a little
amongst
rough
the animals.
and
Were they?
fancy.
I'm so sorry. And he's got this grin of like, he is absolutely relishing this power imbalance.
He's used to it.
He is. He comes up and like lifts your chin to look him in the eyes, and he studies you for a bit, just taking in the shape of your face as it is currently. Kind of tips your chin away, takes a step back. My. You have a very busy day ahead of you. Where to begin, though? And he pulls out a couple of different blades from sheaths on his belt. Perhaps I could repay you. You don't need to walk anywhere anytime soon. And he starts kind of leaning down, looking at your knees, remembering how you sliced the back of his leg wide open in the middle of your fight. Or perhaps I could carve that face of yours. Make sure it never repeats what it showed me before. And he's got
I'm
the knife
going-
like right up to your jaw.
I am going to change my face into his. Then I'm going to say it would be an improvement.
As soon as he recognizes his own face,
I want to make him like
He-
look a little bit doopy. Like just like his eyes are like too far apart or
A really big
Arms a little
hole
lazy.
right here on his face.
yeah.
We got the doodle bob of Zenson.
he looks a little surprised at first, and then is kind of looking like he's looking in a mirror. He's like, Perhaps your eyes should go first, since they're already so poor. And he raises that knife to threaten your eye as well. Because your eye is still glowing. No, it still has a sigil. It's not really glowing right now. Your vision must be poor, because that's not me. You've got a few details wrong.
Really brought
And you
me
feel
in
the
here.
knife.
Brought me in here to threaten and torture me. Really? After
You feel the knife
like that's
slit across your face. That is 4 damage,
fuck.
as he is none too gentle. Like right here. Cheekbones a little too high. Torture you. I like the sound of it, actually.
We were just hoping you would be more original, is all. It's
What
a
does
bit
it
overdone.
matter?
We do appreciate that you were doing this yourself, though. It doesn't seem like it's too often that you get your hands dirty, and Thane's gonna spit at him.
Roll to hit with that spit. That feels like a dexterity.
All those
Reminder,
other
there's a-
lords using AI tortures.
Torture GPT.
That's that's a 15.
Do you really want to hit it? We have that. We have a D10 you can add to it.
I'm fine with
Add the
this for now.
D10 to the loogie size.
Oh yeah, can we?
No.
I want it to be a real. Put it in his mouth.
Oh. You spit past him ever so slightly. Just a little. Very close, though. And he looks a little surprised. Like, oh, I see. So you're going to make this fun. Fantastic. And you feel the knife enter your shoulder. Full on just sinks it in there.
Is the knife embedded in my shoulder?
Currently. That's 7
And he is holding the
damage.
knife. Fuck. Okay.
I got it.
I didn't want to do this early. I'm hurting right now. I want to, with both of his, is it one hand or two hands if he's thrusting
He's
it in
got
there?
one that he just kind of dropped down onto your shoulder.
Mhm.
Like, pinky side of the hand is down to your shoulder.
Okay. Can I?
And that
I'm gonna.
sucks.
Yeah,
for
this
sure.
is very uncomfortable. I'm going to bring my hands apart since they're not bound, and if I'm able to move the shoulder that he stabbed me with, I want to try to just cinch like his hand or the knife where it is, if I'm able to move it, and then with the needle on the other side, I want to bring that up into his fucking I'm trying to pull him toward me and go for the neck.
Okay. To me, that sounds like, I don't know, a grapple?
I really feel like a contested strength of some sort.
Okay. Okay, anyone else want to argue? Like,
I am
genuinely.
trying to go. Yeah, I am trying to go for speed here, not necessarily to like hold him, but just enough to take him off balance.
Maybe-
because it's a fast hit, not necessarily a hard one.
Maybe advantage if you have the if you succeed the grapple, you get advantage on the stab, or just to avoid disadvantage, depending on how kind and forgiving the GM is about us murdering this NPC.
Well, there's
About
no
you
way.
murdering
because
this
An
NPC.
NPC who needs to be murdered.
I'm just saying, torture him for the very short time he has left.
That is an 18 if I'm rolling for strength.
Contested, yeah? Okay. You grab for his hand. His surprise this time is quite genuine. But he manages to pull back away from you. Just barely. He rolled a 19. You can still make
Can
your
I
attack.
do anything? Can I do anything with that 10 that was mentioned previously?
There's
I've already told you the results.
That's
That's like my
dang it.
biggest rule for those.
Okay. Yeah, my bad. I got distracted.
Wow, by a child? Gosh.
I know.
So you can still make your attack. You can still take a swing. But it
Okay.
will be at disadvantage.
you should take that plus 10. You should just add it now.
Just add.
I'm going to decide to do that. I'm going to do that.
Okay.
That is going to be All right, it's a plus 10 to my final roll.
It's an
1d10.
additional D10.
Okay, I see. Okay.
Because
So it
of
could be.
Curtis's Fruity Pebbles. Sorry, Brun's Fruity Pebbles.
If Fruity Pebbles kills Zens in Silverwater, I'm perfectly fine with that.
Oh, it's Brun. Listen, it's Brun's sharpened implement that somehow got passed through the dreamscape, which has additional questions about: is there now 2 of them?
That is a 19.
Oh, fucking
Luckily, I rolled a 7 on the D10.
hell yeah!
That really helped.
Describe this strike to us.
Thane
got him.
knows. Thane knows anatomy of the places to hit and the places to avoid. They're aiming for the neck, so they're going for where the most blood is pumping.
The needle in your hand flashes out. You lurch forward, breaking that rope the one that was tying you to the chair, and it sinks into just below the neck, more into the collarbone. Right? How much damage?
I peacemakered him. Okay, that is. Oh, what is the? Is there a damage on the? What's the normal damage for your?
I would say take a dagger and provide weapon 1d4.
I was
Yeah,
gonna say
because it's
dagger that.
Only caveat might be it's designed to punch through metal. Like it's more like a metal punch. Maybe a D5.
So I rolled a D4. I got a.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you a
4 on
D4.
that. I got a 4 on that, and then I have a +4.
Hell yeah!
He still hurt me more than I hurt him.
Yeah, but you scared the shit out of him.
He stumbles back away from you. Keep in mind your feet are still bound. So, give me a quick dexterity to try and stay upright as well. Just because it's funny if you fall on your face.
Also, great GM, can you let us know if there are roles that are being contested?
Bye. Bye.
That's a dirty
can do.
20.
You are on your feet if you'd like to be. He has
I
stepped back from you with this needle.
I'm gonna do
in
that.
This needle puncture. He's gone from smug to pissed very quickly. And he's kind of grabbed to put pressure on the wound, because puncture wounds, oof. Especially with sharp sides to them, oof. That's gonna suck.
Yeah, it's not so good to be on the receiving end.
He
Can I
goes
press? Can I
to
do anything
strike
else?
you again. That seems like a lot for you to be doing. So he goes to strike you again. And because you are not bound, we'll actually use your AC this time. Diddly diddly doo. Doo doo. I have to remember what numbers are. What is your AC without your armor? Because I don't have that.
Ooh. I believe it is. Tell me.
How much boost does chainmail give?
10 plus.
Anyone know?
Yeah. 10 plus. 13.
He backhands you. And that is 4 points of damage to send you backwards. Because it's an unarmed strike, and he be a strong boy.
It's really loud for you guys. Can you hear him?
No, it's
Can't
cutting
even hear
out.
All right. That's good.
Is there anything else you're doing at this moment? Because he is getting ready to call the guards in.
Yeah, I mean, Thane's just throwing themselves into him at this point. Thane has a weapon. He does not. They're pressing whatever advantage they can.
Okay. This is all very improvised. Anyone have thoughts on this? Because that sounds like contested strength, perhaps.
I mean, if it's just an attack, I think that's just against AC. If it
Yeah,
was
sounds like a blow
Okay.
for blow.
if it was something like pin him to the ground or cover his mouth or something like that, then I think contested. But if it's just I'm just trying to stab this motherfucker in the windpipe,
Shank him as many times.
yeah,
I think the only strength contested would be between Thane and the chair that he's tied to, because, like,
He's no longer
How
tied
does
to
he
the
move
chair.
his-
His feet are tied to each other.
oh, okay, so he's got to hobble over there.
Yeah, we got a little hop hop.
oh no,
Your movement
that's
speed is
what-
5.
I'm coming
So
to get
that's
ya!
So I was thinking that's why I'm just throwing myself into him. Like it's just one like it's like
Yeah.
a body slam.
Just make your
Oh,
attack
massive
then.
hop.
the sack race ghost. Imagine if that's
so-
how you die.
Is you said this is strength, or this is for attack?
This is your
14.
attack. Go ahead. 14 to attack.
Well, for the attack, 16.
16 for the attack. You catch him again. Just barely.
I'm going for
He
the
stumbled
face
back,
this time.
but your flail has
Crystal cheek.
gotten you there. Roll your damage.
You gotta
trying
make
to
the
cut
scars
his
match
face.
so that your face will look like his
Yeah,
face.
I'm trying to. My face is gonna look like his no matter what. But I am.
I look like you, but in the future.
You should have seen the other guy. What's your damage?
Yep. That is. Hey, another 8. 4 plus 4.
I'm waiting for the guards to come in and Thane face.
Don't say it because that's exactly.
okay, great, okay.
They match.
At this point, you are shoved again. Not with any like real intention, but trying to just get you away. And Zenson shouts out to the guards, and the door bursts open behind him. 2 gargoyles run in at the ready.
He attacked me. Why didn't you tie him up better?
You tied my legs.
Give me
What do I pay you for?
That feels
Give me a
performance art
deception. Or persuasion or
Alright, let's see
performance at disadvantage because you are wearing totally different clothes
Yeah, I am.
that they theoretically put you in.
Is there any way to pass off inspiration, or do I need to be with them?
I'm gonna say no on this.
Okay.
Yeah, that's an 11.
Yeah,
Is this a
They don't
contested
even-
roll? Damn it.
it's not contested. I'm sorry.
I know. I really want this to work.
You're just desperate, huh? Fair enough. But yeah, they don't even take a moment to read the room. They just slam you back to the chair and tie you down again with the remainder of rope. And Zenson spits up some blood onto the floor, onto your feet. Actually, why not? Because why not? Well, I suppose you did make things a little more interesting. Make sure he's bound properly this time. And the 2 guards look nervous at repercussions for the future.
You
You
let
can
us
say
know.
one more thing.
You let us know when you want another rematch. So far, you're 0 for 2.
And you get a heel turn as he stalks out of the room holding that puncture wound. Well, both of them now. He calls back to the guards and properly disarm them, instructing them to search again. The pin is now gone from your possession. You do also see them remove a piece of paper. A folded piece of paper.
Okay.
You are left in the room with one guard. Another is outside now. You've been rebound, and you're bleeding. The knife was pulled out, and it's just kind of pumping blood this whole time.
Ouch.
You sit, and you wait. And the three in the birdcage. The sun has gone behind some clouds. Thankfully. It even starts to rain a little bit. And you imagine that if the rain could make it through, it would be incredible. Nice and cold up here, all the way as high as you are. There we go. In your drifting, you all start to sink lower and lower until you three are about 30, 40, 50 feet up. It's still going to break your neck if you jump. But this is something different. After several days of vague routine, your gargoyles are at attention. And you see down below somebody in guard armor. They look mildly important the way everyone else is acting. It's an older man. His hair is close shaved. It's not perfectly clean. His face bears wrinkles and scars aplenty. He's got deep-set eyes that from here, you can't see the pupils. It just looks dark. His armor is well kept, maintained, but has marks of use. And he gives a signal. Your gargoyles make a motion above you, and you all drop. The floor disappears beneath your feet, and you are falling. Just a moment, though, as they dive and catch you, bringing you down to the floor in front of this man. Brun, you have a couple extras that join yours.
Mhm.
Between Navos and Duncan, you each have 2 as well. You are restrained as quickly as they can. Is anybody doing anything to stop them?
No.
Nope.
No, just making sure I have my journal.
Your journal is off to the side. It fell through.
Mhm.
A little out of your reach at the moment. He looks at you, takes stock, looks to your guards, doesn't even say anything, just gives a nod, and turns and starts walking. You're not sure if this is the same office that you came in through, but you are led through a place similar. It must be the same because you are all given your clothing. Just your clothing. The boxes you are delivering are grabbed as well, though none of you are given control of those. And all of you have blindfolds, the head coverings, bags, if you will, placed over you again. Are any of you doing anything?
For now.
Yeah, Brent's just gonna be listening.
Yeah, Duncan's gonna take advantage of his tactical dementia. Just kind of space out a little bit. Okay. It's gonna
Navis,
follow
anything
along.
from you?
No, Navos's mind has already been racing since waking up. So this takes away from it, but is not too focused currently.
Do we ever
Actually-
check if Brun had his hairpin?
That's exactly what I was about to ask. When they hand back my clothing, does my hairpin make the trip?
Your hairpin is not deemed clothing. So
Okay.
they wouldn't have given it to you anyway.
When they go to give me
From your
my
fitness.
clothing, and they're like, "Is it like in a bag or in like a locker or something?"
You're just kind of given your stack of clothing.
Brenna's gonna be asking, "My hairpin in there? This is getting real. Like, is my hairpin is there? Is it with my stuff? Is it with the rest of my stuff?" You've already got it open. Just let me know if it's in there.
The guy that was behind the desk, it's a different one this time. Hairpin. Kind of looks to the boss, who gives a slight head shake no. There's, it's in here. It'll be returned with everything else.
Okay. It's a family item. I want to make sure that nobody felt they could nick it while it was in there, while I was unavailable.
Right, yeah, it'll be returned with everything else if that's the way things go.
I appreciate it, gentlemen. Thank you very much.
And the guard man, the one in charge here, he turns and starts walking again. And you all are blindfolded, clothed, covered, etc. Nevos, you've been draped again to better hide you. And outside, you feel the rain soaking those hoods as you are paraded once again through the city on those upper walls. Brun, are you tracking yourself again?
Yeah, just figuring out less so exactly where we're going back to. More just trying to keep an eye on where we are in the city. Based on my memory.
You pass through Clang. Brun, you realize you're going further inward, which probably not the best sign. But here you are. And again, as you travel on these walls, people are out of the way or they're very careful not to interfere. The man leading you never says a word. He just keeps walking, and your guards follow. No questions. You continue on. And it's so strange. The city around you, you don't hear hustle and bustle. You don't hear the market. You don't hear anything, really. You just keep walking. And it takes time.
Can Brun, with that silence, and just as it's just creepy and quiet and unsettling, Brun's gonna start humming a song. That sounds like either a hymn or a sea shanty, just in the simplicity of the music of it. But he's just kind of humming as he's walking, and not trying to keep it quiet. He's just humming along.
Is there a
do the
purpose
guards-
behind this?
Partly because it's really fucking quiet. And the fact that like everything is super quiet is has unsettled Brun a little bit because this is not how the city should be. Also to see how the guards respond to it. If they hit him, if they just tell him to keep it down, like what are they willing to do?
The guards haven't had hands on any of you, really. They've surrounded you. They keep you moving forward if they have to. They guide you when there are stairs and things or like obstacles to go around. But generally, they are not interfering with you. And as quiet as they are, with the sound of you gently humming to yourself, they leave it. They don't do anything to stop you.
As we're moving, is this page that I tore out shaking in my outfit somewhere, like a gyro? Just adding
Like a
to the
what?
music. It's an instrument where you brush it along the side.
Yeah, like
You don't really feel anything extra that you had. The journal that got dropped, that was left behind in the office, to your knowledge. It wasn't just left in the birdcage on the ground. You all start to descend, following those stairs again. And although it's been several days, the copy-paste of it is still very strange. Nevos, you recall your conversation with, what was her name? Redsora, the dwarf lady.
Mhm.
How she talked about that they've built everything. And it kind of hits like they built everything. This is their work. And it's been this precise. Like, it's starting to sink in why she was so surprised that anything you did brought down a building they built, if this is the quality of their work, right? You are moved a little bit farther. Oh, Duncan went long.
Duncan gets very tall all of a sudden.
He looms over Brun,
Oh fuck!
glowering.
Oh, something happened?
On the roll 20,
Oh, I wouldn't even
Stretched your icon.
yeah, instead of moving the icon, you just like stretched up a block, so you were 2x1, very tall.
Like,
You are walked into a building. Your feet, if you have shoes, clicking on stonework. If you don't wear shoes, does Nathos wear shoes? I feel like he
you got
doesn't.
them high top Skechers. What are you talking about?
Those Air Jordans.
Oh no, dude! I got heat.
Those!
Heelys!
Yeah.
I almost
Oh
bought
no,
some Heelys today.
Navos is so cool.
He
No,
glides along.
I don't think Navos does. I don't think Navos trims their toenails enough.
Fair enough.
Free
The clack, clack, clack. Get out of here, you heathen.
I feel like we're in church now. Thank
claws on this stonework, and Navos, it feels polished. This floor. You all arrive in a room, and are left there. The hoods are removed. It's a simple place. Your best guess, some kind of waiting room. And there you sit. And you wait. Thane. Thane, are you with us? Give us a sign.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, there you are. Phenomenal. Are you in the room?
Yeah, I guess.
Thane, you've been suffering from these wounds. And eventually, the guards return. There are more of them. You've got 4 now. And they start putting your armor back on. They clean your face up a little bit. Make sure your helmet's on. And they make sure your hands are bound, undo the legs, release you from the chair. It's time to go. Please don't make this more difficult. You've got 2 gargoyles, an elf, and a half-elf.
Is it too late to ask how you guys feel about your jobs?
You guys even have a union?
You get kind of a grimace from the one
They
who's
don't
speaking.
even have dental.
I mean,
Please
we've all
just
met the
come
same.
along.
We've all met the same person. Like he's not a good dude. Like you don't have to do this.
We do have to. And they start guiding you out the door. Are you resisting at all? How are you reacting to all
No.
of this?
No, I'm gonna go along with them.
You make it into the hallway, and one of them, wait, and throws a head covering over you. And you are walked out through from wherever you are. You head up a lot of stairs eventually. And give me a brains check. You want to roll for brains?
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Give me an insight. How's that?
Oh, an insight? Okay. Sorry, it's going to take me a second. I dropped my computer and it shattered.
Oh,
Oh.
Yeah.
Right now?
It's
Wow.
like 10 minutes ago. That's a 12.
you try
Hello?
and keep track of where you're traveling. You had crossed over fairly neat cobblestones, a pathway, there was grass beneath foot, and these stairs. You hear the shuffling of other people, not just your guards. And you go up and up and up. When you leave the stairs through a door, you feel wind and rain. A little bit of rain. And you realize you're on top of the walls. And you travel. It's hard to tell time, but half an hour, 45 minutes, somewhere in that range. Are you doing anything the entire time?
They gave me back my armor. I didn't get weapons or anything back, though. That's
No.
too much. I can't be trusted.
Nice
with
try.
those things. Am I bound still in this armor?
Your
Or
hands are, yeah.
am I out of? Okay. I'm on the walls. How high up am I?
Very high. Neck breaking high.
Man. Well, Andrew wants to jump, but Thane probably doesn't. And you said there's 4 with me.
2 gargoyles, an elf, and a half elf, from what you could
Okay.
determine.
Is the wall the same? Like this. So if I'm like walking through like the walkway, is the wall on either side of me the same height the whole way through, or is there a period? Like, is there a spot where there's like a dip, or that it's lower?
Like the guardrails, basically.
Yeah,
It's all very consistent.
that sucks.
The people who built this place are very particular.
Yeah, it seems that way. I'm just going to be getting a read on the area as we're out here and just looking out over the city and fucking waiting.
You eventually pass into a building and are left in a room. You all see Thane brought in. You assume it's Thane based on the armor. And Thane, when your head is uncovered, you see your companions.
Oh, hey
Oh,
guys, long
damn.
time no see. It's been several days now.
You look like shit.
The guards
Yeah,
leave.
Silverwater tried to have his way with me.
What?
Yeah,
Do
I
you
don't
still
wanna
look
talk
like
about
Silverwater?
it.
He made you look
Can
like
I?
himself?
Absolutely, I do. Yeah, it was
And
the
then try
weirdest
to-
thing, man. Like,
Yeah, that
yeah.
tracks.
I told him, I said, Silverwater, go fuck yourself, and he said, all right.
If I gotta.
And
Well,
we
this
fade
is-
to black.
I'd like to veil
It
that,
was
please.
very
Thank you.
unpleasant. But we did not think that we were gonna see you today. That kind of makes us a little more nervous than if we hadn't. We think.
They brought us here. Did they arrest you?
I mean, so to speak. I'm just gonna raise my hands where they're bound. Yeah, Silverwater, ran into him, and this is, I guess. Oh, you know what? We did hurt him a little bit, so maybe this is like a punishment for that.
Why the fuck would he let you go?
Allegedly.
He's a mad dog with a bone. There is no way he's gonna let you go unless somebody else. And Brad kind of looks up and looks around. What are we in? Like, from kind of my map and the shape of the general room, where are we at? Do I have a rough idea?
I don't think you would have spent much time in this particular district.
Hmm.
You wouldn't have really had business here.
Mhm.
Everything is well made, well constructed. Duncan, the woodwork of the benches in this room, pretty nice. It's not like super elaborate, it's not spectacular, but the upholstery is cushiony, very gently cushiony. It's comfortable. Things are very simple in here. You could take a guess, but you're not really sure. You could be somewhere in Klang, but they would have had to parade you around half the city for you to be walking on the walls for that long, which doesn't make much sense unless they're trying to confuse you. Based on how long you were walking, you could be in prayers, you could be somewhere in wages, you could be somewhere in tape.
Hmm.
With the current situation, considering you all were arrested, you've got a pretty good guess it's tape. The governmental district.
Yay. Why the hell would Silverwater give up his favorite chew toy to the center of bureaucracy in this city? Unless somebody above the family pulled rank.
That's what I'm thinking. From what I heard from the dwarf lady, there may be something bigger going on. He did not have a choice in this.
You all are left in this room for a while. Eventually, you hear footsteps outside. The door is opened, and several guards are there waiting to escort you. One of them, a human guy. Right, all four of you, keep your hands behind you, please. Don't try anything. For the love of the gods, please don't try anything. You have a meeting to attend. This way, please. Kind of gestures into the waiting group of guards.
Thane is going to change their face if they can.
Sure.
Thane's just going to turn back into how they looked when they first arrived at Callow. We just think that maybe it's not a good idea if we walk in to meet whoever we're meeting with the face of Silverwater.
As you shift your face, this lead guard, you see kind of a twinge of like, right? He's considering something.
Yeah, was that... Yeah, I'm just going to say to the guard, like, was me changing that more concerning than the fact that... Did you think that Lord Silverwater was just hanging out here, or...
Please refrain from using abilities.
Sorry, yeah, you're right.
It will not go well for you, should you try anything else. And he seems like he's trying to be sympathetic. Like, he doesn't seem like this is a great day to be involved in whatever's going on. Kind of a short straw pull for this guard duty.
Mm-hmm.
Please, come
Sorry,
along.
yeah, you're right.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Be careful with this one. Brud's gonna like lean his head over to Duncan. I don't want to be a snitch, but he only has one hand behind his back. Just thought you should know.
Oh.
Now they're gonna give you the biggest eye roll. Are my hands down in front of me or behind me?
Behind you. Please.
Okay, Duncan will definitely turn around and show the guard that he is clearly missing his left hand. Ha 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 ha.
They would have secured you so that both arms were held behind you, with or without the second hand.
Yeah, but Brent's just trying to be a little shithead right now.
The biggest, actually.
The largest shithead in the room.
You see a couple of the guards. Hold, please. You get four of them to smirk or like
Hell yeah.
chuckle a little bit, kind of in the back, seeing that Duncan does only have one arm, and then they're like, "Oh wait, should we be laughing at that? Oops, is that insensitive?"
As I turn back around, looking at the guards that did snicker, I will give like the death stare. Like he can make jokes, sure, whatever, but you can't.
The face goes very serious, kind of a sorry. So the lead guard is still. Please, we need to be prompt. Kind of ushers you all as well as he can. The guards, again, are not no hands on you. They're not interacting with you as much as possible. They're just a presence, like a physical corral to keep you going. And you pass through the hallways, down a gentle flight of stairs to a door. It looks mostly unassuming, very similar to the rest of them. Most of the architecture in this building is very cut and dry. There's not much like ornamentation. There's, again, that pride of work, Duncan, to your eye, your craftsman's eye. But it's not ostentatious. Other than, like, the floor is very nice. Polished marble, maybe? Looks like marble. You don't know rocks very well. And you are escorted in.
Somebody just
The
make him
room-
taste it.
Yeah, Brun knows his rocks very
Exactly what
intimately.
rocks.
Is Brun gonna take a bite out of a pillar or something?
Nah, I'm good.
Okay.
Brun
Really
is
lollipop.
Brun is humming another sea shanty. This one is the dark off the pier. Just to see if anybody engages,
You do
reacts,
get
responds.
You get an elbow. Please mind your manners. And the mood of the guards, other than that feeling of they don't want to be here doing this particular job, which has been consistent with the gargoyles that have been guarding the 3 in the birdcage, and the ones in Silverwater's place? Question mark. There's tension. There are nerves. There's the feeling of if they mess up anything, it's not going to go well for anyone. Like, there's a deep seriousness to the job they're doing. You enter a chamber. There are several people sat around kind of the perimeter here. They each have kind of a desk in front of them, and then there's a central area that you are all set to stand. It's kind of dark and dim in here. There are several of those flameless lights. Think like incandescents, almost. More of a cool tone to the light. Looking around, some of you recognize some of the faces. You realize there are 9 sat around. And they're all appraising you for just watching for a moment. Do any of you want to do anything in this moment before I start talking more?
Duncan will try to take notice of all the people that he recognizes. I'm assuming these are the people that came to visit us while we were in prison.
Some of them, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let me see here.
I guess a better question is, of the 9, which ones don't I recognize?
So there's only one that you recognize. The Twistwind, Yogani.
Okay.
Thane is going to memorize the faces of everybody in here.
Give me a brains roll for that too. Wisdom or intelligence?
Do I get any special bonus since Thane does this often?
I'm gonna say no. You're not right up at these people. You're not able to study them very closely. The lighting
Then
is
you're still
weird in here.
Kind of bleeding out, I would assume.
I'm still
there's
hurt.
a little bit of there's some weeping from your shoulder,
A little
and
bit
it's not tears.
Little brain blood gone.
Oh, I'm still 17.
You can remember, I'll say, I'll give you 6 of them.
Dang. Sweet.
6 out of 9. That's pretty good.
Right in my people bank.
There's a mix of races here. Elves, humans. There's someone very, very small. Probably a halfling. The guard man that brought you 3 from the birdcage, he's here as well. So, sorry, Duncan, there are 2 people you recognize.
Okay.
Thane, you don't know any of these people,
Mhm.
but they are memorable enough for the most part. One of them that Brun recognizes speaks up. He is not sitting bisexually this time, but he is as peacocky as ever, wearing very fine clothing, a lot of ornate jewelry, his long, shiny hair, still somehow shiny in this weird lighting. A little bit of a smirk on his face, but that seems to be his natural state of being. This is the Alfoza that Brun had met. None of you are familiar with him other than Brun. He kind of like leans on his hand. Well, I did say I wanted to speak with you again, Brun. It's so nice to see all of you together. I trust you're all doing well. What, did your time in the birdcage fry your brains? I've heard it can do that. Never witnessed it myself, though.
What are we doing here? What is this? A tribunal?
Welcome to the council chambers. Kind of waves a hand around him very gently. Representatives of all of the leading families. Here to
So you guys
hear
are
your report.
You guys are the reason that things in the city are the way they are.
Kind of looks at you, quirked eyebrow very gently. I suppose you could say that, yes. For the most
Oh.
part. But there
Things
are
gonna
several
step
things
forward.
we don't quite have control of. What were you saying? Sorry?
Things just gonna step forward and clear their throat. Go fuck yourselves.
You see eyebrows raise fully, and the smirk becomes a full grin.
I think Duncan, as lightly but as punctual as he can, will give Thing kind of a shoulder check. Like, all right,
Oh, yeah. Look at them all clutching their pearls.
Give me... Call evens or odds, Duncan.
Evens. Even Steven.
Oh, you're gonna hurt me.
I don't want to hurt you. I'm not trying to hurt you. Oh, yeah, his shoulder.
You shoulder check Thane, and Thane, pain races from that wound to the point where you can roll a constitutions check if you want to hide the pain that you're in.
Yeah, in this moment, Thane is going to try to do that.
This is going to take a 17 to hide it.
Luckily, my constitution is quite high. Nope. That's a 15.
Yeah. Yeah, it hurts.
You're protecting them, Duncan? Asshole.
Protecting anybody. Let's have our wits about ourselves, okay?
The grin on this guy's face drops, noticing your wince. Silverwater. He's addressing an older-looking elf lady. She's got a very stern face. One of those elegant older people. Right? She's not ostentatious, but she has a refinement to her. And the fact that she's an elf with gentle wrinkles on her face, like actual signs, visual signs of aging, she's got to be old, right?
Mhm.
And she kind of looks to this guy. I believe your brat was the one charged with bringing us... What was your name, dear? Talking to you, Thane.
Thane.
Thane. Here I thought that your brat actually did something right for once. Do tell me, Thane. And he kind of starts like playing with a nail, and the Silverwater lady is looking a little nervous over there. You were well taken care of with your visit to the Silverwater estate, weren't you? It won't do
If
to have a guest of ours not treated well.
someone wants to see how we look under the armor, then you only have to ask.
Kind of looks to you. There's that appraisal again. No need. You've got blood running down your shoulder. I can see it from here. Tell me, was that a recent acquisition, whatever wound you bear?
Oh, can I do an insight check? Does this guy seem to care about the fact that I'm wounded, or is this more just a power play?
You can make an insight for that. He's not even going to contest that.
Yeah, it's
He's
only
not
a
hiding
7,
anything.
but
He seems like he's very curious how/why you're wounded.
it's new. As are some of my
Would
others.
you care to tell the council how you came upon these wounds? Just for the record. He's back to that slight smirk.
Silverwater found me. The younger one. Just yesterday. And these wounds would have looked a lot worse if he got his way.
The eyes turn to the Silverwater lady. And she is saying not a goddamn word. But her mouth has pursed like she ate something sour. Well, Drusilla, I believe the conversation we'll be having later will be quite different from the forgiveness we were going to talk about. It seems your boy can't do anything right, after all. And she kind of clears her throat just a little. As you wish, Lord Alfosa. Very pressed smile. And the head kind of drops a little bit. Her gaze is down at her hands, and you can see she's clenching her hands into fists. Well, that aside, we do have some reports to go over with you four. We've had a chance to interview you all. Well, most of you. Sorry, Thane. We do have follow-up questions, though. Things we'd like to clarify. And depending on how today goes, we'll see how you walk away.
We are all currently prisoners of yours. We had come here with the intention of helping you. We're wondering how exactly this turned out this way.
And a different one, the older guy that had led the three in. Sorry, so many notes.
A little time.
Well, I suppose that could be explained by your compatriots here. Kind of gestures to you
Oh.
three.
Were we in the
three have-
company of our compatriots?
We were under the
If we're-
impression
if-
that you four were a group.
Well, we tried to enter. We entered the city at the same time, but I mean, we haven't seen them in days. This is the first time that we've seen them.
He looks to you three.
We were a
Been in
free
the
person
birdcage.
yesterday, and as far as we're aware, the only thing that we did wrong was get attacked by that one's son.
Probably grandson.
Grandson. Great.
Yeah, probably great grandson.
You see her face scowl even harder. Well, Thane, we have strong reason to suspect that you are in fact tied to these three individuals based on the writings of Mr. Check some notes. Dubois, I believe.
Well, I mean, we know them. They're our friends. We came into the city at the same time, but we separated. We're not sure
Right.
why they were in trouble, but
Would you three care to elaborate or explain to your compatriot why you are all here?
I'd like whatever evidence you have to speak.
There is a dwarven lady. Actually, hold on. So many people. Why have I done this to myself? Okay. Dwarven man, sorry. Well, based on our evidence, and the journals are brought forth. So, the notes from all the way back in Alrith, the notes of your investigation on the Rat Man, all of that, that's brought forth. The journal from Duncan's stuff is brought forth. Several of those tokens, the ones that Duncan you were asked to look at, as well as one on a pin, a hairpin, those are brought forth. The boxes are brought forth.
From where we're looking, can we see if is there any visual signs that they've been opened?
You wouldn't be able to tell. The lids are currently on them.
Fair enough.
He continues. Y'all entered our city with intentions of bringing this stuff before the Archbishop, I believe. Holds up a couple of notes, and you realize that they are the writs from Alrith. The introductory notes.
Those would be ours.
Right. And then you blew up one of our buildings.
whoa!
I think
Demolished it,
that's where
trying
the
to
point of
reach the
contention
Archbishop.
Those diaries
Based
say
on
that
what the
I helped blow up a building.
Are you actually asking that?
Yeah, that's crazy.
It does not.
Oh, you must have witnesses that saw that I helped them blow up a building.
We realize you're not involved with that part of these things. It's a little more efficient to have all four of you here, though. As these
Couldn't
three
just ask.
admitted directly to the Archbishop that they had caused the catastrophe.
On that note, sorry for interrupting. I notice the Archbishop isn't here.
You see a little more of a smirk on Alfoza. No words, just a little bit more of a smirk.
He's getting right there on top of that shit list.
Remember Zenson. Remember Silverwater.
Yeah, He's
None
still
can
there,
take
he's
the
doing
top of the
there.
list.
Zenzin's had the fucking stack overflow. He's back at the bottom again. He'll lap him in a minute. I'll give him time.
Sorry. We realize you're not fully connected to the demolition of the building and the loss of 11 different researchers. That is something you'll have to take up with the Self-Sorry. We do need to ask more questions about this stuff. Gestures to the boxes. Specifically, why is it that you were so desperate to get this before the Archbishop that your guide, one of the Twist Winds, I believe, was not
Farney.
with you? Right, Farney was not with you to guide you into the city as they were tasked.
Do you find folks get to any other parts of the city often? Like, I don't know, the Noose or
The front gate.
the front gate?
What do you mean?
Have you not seen the crowds of people pressing into your city, trying to get into your city, fleeing whatever is out there?
The older man, the militant one, speaks again. We are well aware. Sorry, still a little oopsies. We are well aware of who's out there. We're working to get them
it
in.
sounds like you maybe just answered your own question there. We had a hard time getting into your city because there's another city waiting to get in here.
You all had permissions to enter. All you had to do, as Mr. Dubois there tried, was talk to the guard and have your permissions verified so you could come in. It was a simple task. One that your guide, Farney, was it?
Yes.
Should have been able to take care of. So, another one speaks up. Nevos. This is one that you recognize. It's Yogani, Twistwind. I had inquired of Nevos there about the whereabouts of Farney. We are quite distraught to have lost them. Do any of the rest of you happen to know where Farney is? Seems rather suspicious that they would be tasked with bringing you in, and you would appear in the middle of the high arcane district.
I do believe Yogani talked to me and not Navos. Correct?
Hold on.
That's how I have it as my notes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
sorry,
yeah,
it was
because-
Duncan.
Because Duncan
I
gave the worst explanation, the worst answer to
Yeah.
Sorry,
this
what?
question.
Yes, Duncan, it was you who recognized
Mhm.
Yogani.
You may continue.
Retcon that. Not Nevos, Duncan.
We'll just say that she forgot our names and got it mixed up.
Our faces look the same.
Mm-hmm.
We are not
I
sure.
got
Missing
one
an
hand,
eye,
you got
missing
one
a
eye.
hand. What's the difference?
We went to camp one night, the day before we were supposed to enter the gate, but they went up and did not return back to us. Sorry if anything happened to them, but that's the last time we've seen them, days ago.
There are brawls and other fights outside the gates. Injuries are not uncommon. The city outside the city, as my colleague put it, is the last we saw of Farney.
The smallest one speaks up, the halfling. Very tiny, even for a halfling. They've got a fairly peaceful face throughout all of this. Like, the eyes are nearly closed behind some real thick rectangular glasses, and you can see, like, most of their appearance is very simple, very plain, but the glasses have this very finely crafted set of frames. Right. So you believe this Farney was left outside in one of these brawls?
No, we believe that Farney would have his own way into the city, being of the Twistwind family. They should have entered
Right,
the
and
city.
they were
We
supposed to bring you
meet
too.
them.
They were supposed to bring you
Yes.
in.
Yes, we have established that. That can be written in the record. But that's not what happened, unfortunately. Farney was
Why
supposed to
not?
find their own way in.
But
I
the
think-
separation is what's curious.
And we
That
could
you
go in
had
circles.
You had ways to get
Well-
in, well, a way, directly with your guide and the notes that you carried. Where had you spoken with the guards properly, which I'm told that you actually did, you would have been in within a day. But you found alternative routes to get in.
A day is too long.
A day
yet
to get
here
in
we
the
are,
city,
Nearly a
a
week
day
later.
to get through security, a day to get even an audience with the Archbishop, a day to just... It all adds up. A bureaucratic nightmare. The problem is
Smirk
time.
hits again. Just for a brief second, it's even bigger, but then settles back to its normal state. Just kind of typeface. All
Are
of
our
that to
sigils-
say,
Are our sigils reacting in any way while we're in this room with these people?
so Thane, you are the only one currently with a sigil.
What?
Right.
Yeah, sorry.
Because we're all colored
Forgot
and
to
you
mention
We're all
are.
colored. He's not.
Oh, yeah.
Right, forgot to mention that detail again. Yeah, you're the only one with the sigil right now. And
If we're
you're not really getting any
collared and-
vibes.
Thane's not. How did Thane appear to our dreams? Is not. I guess it's maybe it's not. I thought it was associated with the callers.
Because we're special.
Fair.
We're the
We're
chosen
special.
one.
Well, I may be wrong. Did we have the tattoo kind that got deeper?
You have tattooed collars, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a mystery for later.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, where were we?
And things keep going in circles, back and forth with these different representatives. And all the while, the Alfoza guy is just sitting there, taking it in. Slight smirk. Every time one of the other representatives gets annoyed or frustrated with your answers, you see like a slight bit more of a smirk. Eventually, he cuts them off and is about to say something, and you hear banging on the door behind you all. I do believe we have a guest, everyone. Please settle down. And the door busts open to a half-orc lady wearing full regalia of Seirani, the Blinding Light. Archbishop Galrand is there with her heavy braids, those glass pieces glinting in the weird light in this room. You can see her pale blue eyes, furious.
Furious at who?
That remains to be seen. She
Duncan will
comes
give us a
busting in.
polite bow.
Alfosa. And he starts grinning even harder. Archbishop, so nice of you to join us. Your guests are here. Isn't that great? And she's pissed. Like, this is not the first time this council has pulled something like this. Like, this is an old rage. An old grievance. I was to be notified of when they were free to speak to me. Why have I only now found out? Well, you see, Archbishop, we needed to talk to them first. We had a little bit of business to take. That is not an acceptable reason to keep me from these people. They were here on a very important task for the safety and well-being of who knows how many people. And yet, you've made them wait, what, a week? How long has it been? Several days at least. Right. You were supposed to be guided to them in the birdcage. Unfortunately, though, we weren't able to find the fourth one there that has the glowy eye. Kind of turns to you, Thane, and is just like smirking even harder. Like, it wouldn't do to have you show up and not all of them be present for your meeting. And she is like, there's not much she can say in this moment, other than, I believe that is the end of your meeting then, isn't it, Council? And you see her holding back, like, the most of her rage to the best of her ability, because she knows she needs to watch her tone with these people, right? Because although she is the highest rank of the clergy in this city, they do control most things. So they're all fairly on, theoretically, a level ranking, but they tend to have a little more sway of things, unfortunately. Well, you see, Archbishop, we do have a couple of things to finish discussing, such as the offers, actually, for these four. And you see her pause. I wasn't aware there would be any offers for these four. They shouldn't have ties to the city. But you see, they did break into a high security area, and they are all magic users of some denomination, innately magic at least, and uncollared in the city, which is a bit of a problem. They can't be left to run around, you know the rules. So, let's see. Duerta, the offers. This man that he's referring to has kind of a long, drawn face, older human man. Where is he? He is the most accountant-looking man you've ever met. You've ever had the displeasure of seeing. Right, so the offers. There are 2 offers. The Twist Winds and the... checks his notes. Kanabak. Above those, the Thalmeth have made an offer. And the 2 top offers then, Selfasari and Alfoza. And he kind of looks surprised to be reading Alfoza from the list. And again, that shit-eating grin is back. He looks to you for... You do, of course, have your choice of the offers. However, any difference between the offer you choose and the highest offers, you will have to make up yourselves. This is one of the easiest ways we fund the city. So, which family are you going to?
I will turn away from the council, looking back at the door towards the Archbishop, and kind of move my position towards her, but not like not like an aggressive way, but just like, hey.
You get a little hand wave of kind of a, go ahead, discuss.
Ma'am.
Leaning on the hand again.
We really need to talk to you.
That was the idea from the beginning.
I'm not too familiar with the city's politics. But it is of utmost importance that whatever this menagerie is needs to come to a close. We need to talk.
Brun will also stand and turn, walk back to the Archbishop. And in Brun's history of the city, is exile from the city a possibility? Because they cannot have us running around in the city. So what if we
give
get
me
banished?
a history or a religion?
One of those I'm better at.
Damn,
Honestly, religion. I shit you not, a natural 20 for a 22.
Every time. It's got loaded dice, I'm telling you.
I wish. This die is a 20 or a 1.
You dig through your memory. You're going back through what you have heard, what you remember your parents talking about, and you're not sure. You were never really involved with what happens with uncollared invaders. You would assume they would just be collared if they're going to stay. You know that usually with those who are innately magic and are born here, they may be claimed by a family. You'd heard stories of that. This is feeling like it might be that. But exile, not to your knowledge.
Thane's gonna. Everyone turned around basically and is now like looking away. Right? Can Thane step forward again?
Sure.
We noticed that the Silverwaters didn't make an offer. They had already tried taking us once, at least me. Are they really not willing to pay for us?
The accountant. Based on what we have here, no. They must not have an interest in you.
Zenson doesn't have the purse strings, it seems. Otherwise, there'd be a very high bid for us, I think. At least you, Thane.
Hmm.
You see
Well,
that
this
smirk
morning-
again if you turn back.
We
I do
we
not.
quite
We
like
do
this table.
I'll step up.
Say
as
that again?
well.
Sorry, what did you say, Andrew,
said that.
before Derek goes?
We quite liked their stable. It's a shame.
Nevos?
I'd step up next to Thane. The only way I make any choice is if I get some answers. 1. 11 researchers. I apologize, but what about civilians? Were there any of those? Do you care about them or anyone outside? And have you talked to the builders? This should not have happened.
Who are you directing these questions to?
Wide, just wide open. Besides the Archbishop.
Okay. Jemmet speaks up. Salfasari.
Oh, sorry.
So Persetus.
Super Sada.
The Semper Fi's, right? Got it. Understood.
Yeah, the Marine. If you're the proud, the so sorry.
All right. So yeah, Jemmet speaks up. You ask about the civilians.
Doctor?
We do not know. We do not know. Recovery is ongoing. A large mess underneath. Why do you care?
Why would you not care? You seem to be... Of course you know who would be in the lab, but... I want...
We do not
names
track
of all of
who
them.
else wanders through, necessarily.
Of course, but there's got to be some kind of empathy around here. If not, I'm going to throw back to what Thane said earlier, and I'd rather not. But yet again, the dwarves pride themselves on what they build. Whatever I put together should not have done this. Someone must have an answer as to what happened. I take-
Alfoza kind of turns to the dwarf. Just making eye contact. Please continue.
I take full responsibility if what I did caused this. But I need answers.
You would make a very good Sofasari if you seek knowledge like this.
A good Sofasari.
Join us and perhaps we will include you in the investigation. And she kind of like steeples the fingers.
Yes, that's what you've said. But I do not trust that I am not just some lab experiment. The only way if I go with you is if I can have my collar released. If not, let me rot in the cell.
Very strong opinions from this group. Helmuth, you seemed to have something you wanted to say. And the dwarf has been sitting there, like, tapping his big, beefy finger, like, very aggressively on the table. Like, tung, 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 tung. This feller's... he's not wrong. Whatever they did, whatever they threw in there, which... based on the records of the workshop they looted, we can confirm that it should not have demolished a building. What we do have is that they've acknowledged their involvement with it somehow. That can't be overlooked.
Of course.
Their intention was to do something, to sneak through our city. Baron Thane acknowledges you.
Did this seem... Was this magical? Was this just the chemicals? Why has this constantly been rebuilt over and over again? There is something that is causing this. If it has to be rebuilt, said by hand, by Ritsora.
A very interesting question. What do you mean, over and over again?
The way the city is built, some parts seem newer, some parts older, which I understand.
That's how a
depending
city
on-
grows.
Of course. But looking through the sinkhole, it's deeper. It's deeper than you'd imagine it should be.
What gave you that idea? You don't know how deep the foundations of our city are.
Of course not, just looking through, but things come to you in a dream.
At that, Gemmet leans forward, that very greedy look in their eye. Your journal. And it is actually passed to them. They start flipping through. The last thing that you wrote in there were all sorts of symbols and things. And those are still, to your knowledge, there. Are they a language? What were they?
So it depends on how much was kept, because there were some drawings. And was I able to get to anything this morning?
You had time this morning. And a D100 to roll, if you were writing in there.
Yes. So there was a symbols written in Celestial. 77. There was another
Today's
one.
stuff stayed.
Okay. There was another one added that looks like this.
Ooh.
On top of that, besides the drawings, there were, you'd say, maybe about a dozen specific letters written out, trying to form names, but can't really get anything currently.
She's looking through notes. It kind of passes by the first several pages, which you know to be blank, and finds where you had been writing and the fresh things.
I'm sorry.
What does
that's
it
all.
say
That's all I could remember.
in Celestial?
The first one. This says Eloran.
Okay.
The second one is a combination of 6 different letters. Y, V, E, T, H, N.
You see her pause. Your dreams are boring. I am disappointed.
Unfortunately, until
Nothing
just
else to... But you still have dreams. Yes,
yes, but
you
most of
have
them
more
have been
dreams.
forgotten.
And they turn to kind of the rest of the council. This is why they joined Silfasari. We have much to learn from them. Besides the notes of this, the fibers. Fascinating. They see things we do not.
If you'd like to see them yourself, that can be arranged.
That greedy look. They'll tell.
Brun, what's holding Brun's wrists? Is it like a shackle? Is it a manacle? Is it like...
You got shackles.
Okay.
With the thick chain.
There was a brief moment where Brun's just gonna like pop out and point at Alfoza, but he's going to just be like, if you'd like to kill everyone in this room, you can open those boxes and see those fibers for yourself.
Which box?
Take your pick. But know that if you open it, you will doom this city. And everyone in it and outside it.
Duncan will turn around. My colleague here is trying to make a point. Please do not open the boxes. They are sealed for a reason.
Duncan,
A reason.
this
Turning
is the
back around to the
council.
So you brought a weapon
This
very
into
reason
our
we need to
city?
talk.
You
This
brought
is the
dangerous
council
materials?
of Kahlo, Duncan. They would know better than anyone how dangerous these things are. We brought it in because time was not something we had. Because these are not a weapon.
It's a warning.
You read the journals. You heard what happened to Alrith. You've had a week. I'm sure somebody sent a runner to Alrith to confirm any of these writings were true and any of the changes that happened.
Oh, we actually talked to the bishop.
Incredible.
If you cared. We are quite aware of what's in the box.
So why the fuck are we here?
To choose a new family, of course. Who in this room will be responsible for you going forward? Who do we hold accountable when you destroy part of the city? Who pays when you can't? Keep in mind, the offers made are not entirely monetary. Mostly monetary, but there may be some additional pieces to the offers.
And if we refuse any and all offers, are we slaves to the city, or would you just banish us?
You see that big old grin again. There are far worse things that can happen. Use your imagination. I'm sure there's things that you want out of this as well. Usually it's money or power or influence. But you four, you've been so interesting. You want to know about the people. You want to save someone. You want to find out what's happening. And I believe, who was it? Fuena, the solar paladin. She wants something from you as well. Answers, just like you want. The question is, how would you get those answers? How would you save those people? How would you do anything if you don't have the freedom to do it? Choosing a family here is an opportunity. I would hope you wouldn't squander something like that.
Looking at the Archbishop, ma'am, is there any way we could be turned over to you?
This one's harder to read. The face is the emotion behind it is complex. Kind of a I wish I could. That's not an option. Like that hitting a wall type feeling.
I think I'll recognize that look in her face.
I wouldn't recommend it. When you have such outstanding offers, it would take you several lifetimes, I assume, glares at Alfoza, to make up the difference it would cost you to join the Order.
Were we to join any particular family, what all is forgiven or taken on by the family in that transaction?
When you choose family, you
No
gain
offense,
access.
specifically you, Alfoza.
Oh, there's that grin again. He's enjoying this way too much, it seems. You're not sure why. Like, what part of this is he enjoying so much? What was your question? I'm sorry. I was gloating.
What all what all is taken into account?
I can't hear you over all my gloating.
I'm so sorry. I can't hear you over
I'm
my
adding that to the merch
machinations.
list, actually.
My
I
face
can't-
is so smug, it's closing my ear holes. Sorry.
Sorry, my mustache makes a lot of noise when I twiddle it. It's really a problem. What all
Well,
crimes
should
are
you-
forgiven or taken account for?
Well, I'm flattered you would ask me specifically.
You seem to be the one in charge, or the one putting us in this particular vice. So I figure I can
Oh, I
skip
only
around.
seem it? Cute. Well, depending on which family you choose, several things could be forgiven. The offer made would cover damages, theoretically. Kind
Damages
of
that are
glances
already being
at the
repaired by the city. If I
glances at the twist winds. With that as a little jab, assuming they have the money. That kind of look. There are far more things that you've damaged that would need paid for. I mean, the loss of research alone. Looks to the Selfasari. They take those things seriously over there. There is restitution for the families. the loss of their beloveds. There is the transgression, of course, of being an innately magical individual such as yourself, loose in our city. Things like that. Depending on the family you choose, you may have access to other parts of the city. Your colors would change, of course. I believe you're familiar with Farney's. They had one, right? Looks over to Twistwind, who nods. Makes kind of like a little bracelet motion. It would be more like that, rather than gestures toward your necks, rather than what you're currently sporting. You asked for plenty of things. Answers. Ask the right person, you may get those answers. And now he's leaning forward, hands under the chin. Back to the usual slight smirk. Is that satisfactory?
No.
Too bad.
I think the better question here, kind of turning back to the council. We've been accused of these crimes and evidence has brought forth, but have we been actually convicted? Is there no trial in law here in the city of Callow? The grand city of Callow has no law? This is it? This is our trial? It seems you've already made your mind before anything, before the defense has any option to defend itself. You can't tell us to pick which poison we have to pick from when the crime itself hasn't even been convicted of yet.
How would you prefer? You could do trial by combat.
Yeah, give me Zenson.
You could... No. That one's useless.
Agreed. I'll agree with you on that one.
Finally, something we agree on.
Where's the court reporter? Can you put that on the record? Underline it.
We could bring in one of the knights, one of the paladins. I believe the Archbishop has a few on hand. And you hear her teeth grinding behind you at the suggestion of using one of the knights, one of the paladins, to do Inquisition again. Of course, it wouldn't be the one you already spoke with, one who thought so highly of you. That would be a conflict of interest, I believe, is what they call it.
I'm sure.
Come to think of it, our family does have sort of a counterpart. We could offer you him.
Also,
He's a
seems
lunar
conflict of
knight,
interest.
so it might be a little different. And you just hear a very gentle, "Don't do it," from the Archbishop at the mention of this other
This
paladin.
lunar knight. This knockoff knight.
The Night Knight.
Hmm. So those are our options. Is it a formal inquisition and trial by combat? There's no courts. There's no.
Why should we bother
is-
with courts when our paladins can pull the information straight from you? They're very good at it, I'm told. I don't believe it's a very comfortable process to have your brains rummaged through. But if that's the choice, I mean, who are we to say no? You do still have to answer for being uncollared. So there is that. There's not much getting around that one.
So you're going to use your lunar knights or the poor bishop's solar knights to convict us of not wearing collars? Sure. A serious offense here in Callow, but like it seems like a lot of pomp and circumstance for some minor crimes.
You may consider it minor, but this is our city. You don't get to decide what the rules are, unfortunately.
What if we choose no family and you seem to have a good knack for binding magics? Make it so we can never set foot here again. Fuck, I'll keep the collar on when I'm out in the world. I don't fucking need it. I choose no family.
Turns to the rest of you. Are you sure there are no answers that we could provide? You see him glance at your arm, Brun. Your arm that's wrapped.
I'm sure there are. But the honey's not quite sweet enough. And I get a little jumpy when I'm backed into a corner by a jumped up sycophant. Sir.
Little smirk again. And the rest of you?
This trial, this circus, it sickens me. It disgraces the name of law. I choose no family either.
Jemmet, you were close. However, I feel like you remember more of what research was lost in the sinkhole rather than your family. No family.
He looks at you, Duncan.
Look right back at him.
In your journal, in the notes of your investigation in Alrith, you mentioned sigils. Where are they? I'm curious about them.
Stay curious. You might learn something.
I believe yours
Sounds-
was
it
supposed to be
sounds-
where your missing hand is.
I don't know. It sounds, Duncan, it sounds like he wants answers. I hope you find him.
What do you think would happen if I did open this box?
You would kill everyone in the room. And possibly the city. And possibly the continent? Not quite sure. I did have to disembowel somebody to get some of those artifacts, though, so they might be dirty. I'd wear gloves.
Do you want answers? Do you want the truth? Do you want this to resolve in the best fashion?
He pops the lid. How do you all react when he does that? He just like very casually, like single finger, just flips the lid off of it.
Stone cold. Don't give him a fucking inch.
How about the other two? I feel bad that Andrew's not here. For
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, if he wants to be the first one to suck it up, he's the first one to suck it up. I'll close it when he's done.
Oh, fuck. Bishop. Shit.
We have the bishop. We need, ma'am, you need to get out of here right away.
He's sitting there with the biggest grin of the night. And none of you see anything. Not even Thane. Neighbors, how did you react when the lid went open? Brunt's
Do I
not giving
recognize the-
anything.
Box he opened. Was it my box or was it Brun's box? Because Brun's had the head, but mine had my symbols were all covered. I don't know if the boxes look different.
Give me an even or an odd for your box.
We'll go odd this time.
It's your box.
That's probably why.
How did Navos react?
Trying to pull in more of Brun's attitude, but there is a slight, like, eye opening.
Twitch in his eye.
A little bit of a twitch, yeah.
Duncan, how did you react?
Kind of in the same, not as stonewalled, but more so like, I mean, if he's gonna be the first one to breathe it in, that's on him. Turn to the Archbishop. Hey, like, for your own safety, you need to leave this room.
She reaches for the door handle, and he's sitting there just grinning. I'm impressed, actually. That was better than I expected. No family, then. That's your choice. No family at all.
Aye.
Duarte, what is the... How much do they owe, then? That discrepancy. From none to the highest bid. Highest offer, rather. Well, that would be... And he looks unsure at you guys.
Just add a couple of zeros.
With the additional offers on the side, that would be about 1,347,000 gold.
A $20 processing fee.
Oh, that's how they always get you. They convenience fee. It's never convenient.
Now, what about Thane?
All of that would need to be paid to the city. Exile or what have you would not be an option until it is paid.
And this is paid to the current.
It's
To-
paid
to
to
the
the city
council?
itself.
Hmm.
It does not go to the families.
Finally, it goes to a good cause. I'm only asking because whoever's going to fuck around with what's actually in those boxes. This city's time is now numbered because of your games.
He just kind of like tilts his head a little, amused.
Looking at
I do
Janet.
believe. Go ahead.
Looking at Gemmet, whatever projects you were working on, you can kiss those goodbye.
And your loved ones, anyone with any sort of gift, suppressed or otherwise, anyone, which way is the wind blowing besides out of your mouth? Which way is the wind blowing? Because I would warn the people the next town over to.
I do
And downstream.
believe, Archbishop, our business is concluded for now. Unless anyone here wants to reconsider. I'll have to tell Elrin that she won't be expecting guests anymore either. Well, have fun. And you are shooed away. Little hands just shoo. And the Archbishop kind of behind you, Brun, since you had turned back to speak, kind of starts tugging on your manacles a little bit. We need to go, and we need to speak. All of you. Trying to pull you out the door. And she goes for the door, and it doesn't open for a brief moment. And she's kind of panicked just a little, trying to open that door until
Does it swing
finally
out,
clicks.
or does it swing in?
It swings in, and she was pulling in, but it seems like it was held for a moment. Just a moment too long. And then it opens. And you walk out. All four of you. We'll take a break there. Let's take Is 5 minutes too short?
I can do a 5.
That's fine.
Let's do a 5. I lost my phone somewhere, and Curtis, if you wouldn't mind calling my phone.
Yep, I was actually about to do that.
About 30 seconds. I would appreciate it so much. Because I have no clue where the frick it went.
Stand by. Calling. All right, see you in 5.
Look at you being on time.
I've been here the whole time. Just kidding, I'm gonna go pee. I'm back.
It's like you never even left.
I never left. I just peed right here. This is actually my
Oh.
bathroom.
Interesting.
I know, it's the only place.
You have a lot of shelves in your bathroom.
Yeah. It's for all my various toilet papers and confectionaries.
Your toilet paper collection.
Mm-hmm. I'm a connoisseur when it comes to butt tissue.
Oh my gosh. What kind of madness?
Gentlemen, I'm
Curtis
so
is
sorry
back on time too.
that I might have fucked us. I wasn't expecting the whole gang to follow suit.
I mean, honestly, like, I can't trust any of them. Maybe the Twist Twins, maybe. But the Supersadas? No. The Alfozas? The Alfredos? No, absolutely not.
Yeah, Fredos.
The Silver Waters? More like golden water because it's piss.
It's
No,
just
absolutely not.
the fact that like Brud was trying to Brud had a plan, and then the fact that there wasn't a real answer, it was like, all right, whatever, we're just getting the fuck out of here. Like, no,
The
no
minute
guns
we
to
join our
masters.
family, Navos goes to the table, Duncan gets shown the door.
I was getting
Yeah, like-
scraped like brain to body.
They were gonna what?
The bottom line is us.
No, what was the thing we did to the a pumpkinectomy? Yeah,
Vivisection? Pumpkin acne.
Yeah, you'd get a vivisection.
good.
Yeah,
I'm just a big
Right.
frog on a table at this point.
yeah. They put the pins through the limbs, and you're just like stuck there, clicking and clacking. Yeah, nah, bro, none of
So,
that.
fun fact, one of the tasks I had to do in my anatomy course was make a frog's heart beat outside its body. That was cool.
What an insane
video.
task!
Yeah, what is this, like Frankenstein's anatomy class?
No, we were learning about muscles and like what makes them go. And if
What's-
you apply the right things to it, it'll go with or without electrical signals. Very cool.
Fun fact:
Anyway.
Alexis's anatomy class took place in 1805. And the man,
It was
the corpse's
really cool
name
when the
was
lightning struck the
Frog.
ceiling, the roof rather, and we collected
next
it
class-
to reanimate the frog.
Her next class
Anyway.
is studying the four humors.
There are 5 actually.
Yeah, Evan didn't take that class.
him in
Can
balance.
you tell?
Isn't it? It's phlegm, bile, blood, and
Actually, it might be 4. I don't remember. I was not a
think it
very
is
good
4.
student. That's beside the point, though.
okay, because I'm pretty sure it was 4 because we did talk about it in my English class forever ago. Anyway, let's continue.
Anyway, we continue. So welcome back, friends.
Thanks for having me.
You've made a choice,
Now we gotta live with it.
and now you got to die with it.
Hell yeah.
So, oh, I've messed everything up. Hold on. Hold, please.
I'm not holding.
no.
Duncan's running. He's booking it. I will not be a caged
Oh, I
animal.
messed everything up. Everything's bad.
in
No.
in the interim, since everything is bad, it is the 4 humors. Blood, yellow bile, black bile, and phlegm.
Black bile. That's
Black
what I
bile's
was
a
thinking of.
That's
Was black bile. I thought it was 2 separate ones. My apologies. Like I said, bad student. Academic probation. What are you gonna do?
Fired.
Fucking
You're
pervert.
fired.
So we return. You 4 are in the hallway with the Archbishop and several guards. There are so many guards.
So many guards.
Do y'all want to make a little insight check on them, their guards, and
Yes.
Or the bishop?
please.
Yeah, I'm gonna make an insight check.
everyone can pick one.
I'll pick the left one with a 19 plus 4. 23.
Who is the left one?
I don't know, the left one? The left card?
The one that's
Uh,
left?
I'll do the bishop because I have a
My
question
left?
as well.
Okay. And
Brun's,
Ron?
Brun's gonna look at the guards because he thinks a fight's about to break out. He wants a fight to break out. Let's be completely honest. He hasn't punched anything in a week.
Except a wall.
And the other guy in his dreams, he punched the fuck out of the other guy.
Anyway.
18 for Brun.
And then, Derek, I didn't hear your number for the
14.
Archbishop. 14. All right, we'll start at the top with Duncan. The left one? Is that one of the
Yes.
guards, or?
Whoever's
Okay, you wanted to
saying-
look at the guards.
Yeah, I'm the guards, the left guard.
Okay,
That
I was
one.
gonna say because it's guards or Archbishop that you're
Nope.
vibe checking.
Yeah, so I wasn't doing the Archbishop. I was looking at the guards, the left one,
So guards.
specifically left one.
There is a look of horror for most of them. The fact that you walked out of there has thrown them off. They're not sure exactly what happened, but there is some kind of acknowledgement or understanding between all of them that it was not good. Brun, remind me what you were looking for, because I've already forgotten. My brain
Brun
is-
was looking for if this is like
fight.
if we picked an option that like is this the sort of like we were walking out of
You're not walking
court.
to your execution.
or just no one's gonna come up and shank me because I made the wrong choice, like because I was a snitch. Like Brun's done this once or twice. Like you jank somebody, like you fuck somebody up who tried to rat you out because you can't have that shit.
We're about to get Lee Harvey
You
Oswald
don't
right outside the
see
court.
Yeah.
that vibe on any of these guards. You see nervousness. You see they want to... It's that same feeling of before, where they didn't want to be here, and now they really don't want to be here. There's a couple of them in particular that they look like they're going to be calling home for the last time. Like that kind of vibe. Like tell your loved ones that you love them. That kind of vibe. Where they aren't sure if they'll be going home.
I'm assuming that they heard what we had said in the council chambers, correct?
You get the impression that they have an idea of what happened in there. And this is how they're reacting. As for the Archbishop, she has a very gentle greenish coloring due to her heritage. And she's gone pale. Navos. The hurry that she was in to get you out of that room emphasized, right? She's trying to move you elsewhere quickly. And she also wants to be elsewhere quickly. You had a question for her? Or a question in general?
Yeah, kind of know the answer, but trying to just read her face. I know Brun said they're fine keeping the collar on. I might want to take mine off. Are you feeling okay? I know it might not be possible, but we're moving pretty fast.
No, it's not the time for that, Navos.
Agreed. We need to get somewhere safe so we can talk.
You have all made a very foolish choice today. And I cannot protect you. We should go right now.
I agreed.
And she starts power walking down a hallway. A little note to a nod to the guards of like, we're moving, and they don't question it in the slightest. They're like, oh, we're moving. Great, let's move. This way, gentlemen.
Are these
with
as they're walking?
haste.
Are these guards like? Are they guards of? Are they the Archbishop's thugs, or are they like? Is this the Swiss Guard? Is this a SWAT team? Is this the guy standing outside the courtroom running the metal detector? Like, what caliber of thug are we in the hallway with?
These are higher tier guards.
Okay, but they're not tied to any particular.
You get a mix. Most of them are going to be higher district guard, so like higher restriction, higher access areas.
Okay,
which makes sense. You're in tape probably. So it makes sense for them to be here. There's a couple that are paladins, Seirani paladins, Solar Knights. Probably came in with the Archbishop.
with the Archbishop, yeah.
Yep. And then you have a couple that do have crests, family crests. It seems there's a whole mix.
Okay.
You are led through several hallways. You didn't realize this building was that large. It doesn't feel like it was when you came in. So either the building's a lot larger than you thought it was, or you're taking a very different route out of here. You are still bound, all of you. The coverings are placed again. And you return outside. While you're walking, the Archbishop, she is... You catch her looking back, checking over the shoulder, right? Making sure that you are there and that no one else is. No one that shouldn't be. You make your way up onto the walls yet again. All of you together, finally, which is lovely.
Get her there.
And you travel. The pace is quicker. The guard are not quite as careful. There's not as much subtlety with getting you out of here. When there are people on the pathway, on the wall already, they're not really given a chance to get out of the way. You do hear a couple of people briskly moved out of the way.
Heavily encouraged.
Heavily encouraged indeed. And it's not a very long path this time. You don't take very long to head back down. You hear gargoyles up above. But other than that, you are hurried some more. You enter a large door. You can see kind of the outline of it. There's a smaller door inset into it. You imagine this to be a temple of some sort or something like that. Inside the building, you can hear that it echoes. There's a bit of warmth in places, but in general, the building itself is cold. So it's probably made with stone, a lot of it. There are low voices that fill alcoves, pockets here and there, but they don't travel through most of the building. And eventually, you are brought into a room. Another one. An office. And your heads are uncovered. The bishop is sitting. Her face is down in her hands, elbows on knees. And she is stressed. It doesn't take any sort of check to notice that she's stressed. The guards stay outside. Most of them. Some of them leave. You can hear their footfalls departing. You've made things so much more difficult. You're here. We're meeting. I apologize for it taking several days. I'm sorry. I thought you were the cause of tragedy. So much has happened.
You do not owe us
Basically no
any
time.
apology, Archbishop. Seems
Honestly,
like
it's us that should be sorry for how we've gotten into the city. But
I don't understand how things have gone so wrong so quickly. You're here. We're meeting.
we are.
Let's talk. You had things to discuss with me. And I don't know how much time there is to discuss.
Forgive me for being blunt, Archbishop. Where are the samples that we delivered to you?
As far as I'm aware, in those boxes. They should have been. Did you happen to see inside the box that he opened?
Unfortunately, no.
I would assume in those boxes. Based on what I had been told, what was written in those letters you delivered.
In no uncertain
She kind of
terms,
like
ma'am,
twinges at the word delivered.
those boxes contain death. They need to be sealed again until they are at such a time in the appropriate hands of those who can possibly do anything to reverse the effects of whatever it is.
The problem with that is you would have been taking those to the Self-Asari. They would have been the top choice, I'll say. And you have made an enemy of them. Blatantly refusing any offers is, I'm sorry to say, frankly insane. Even taking a low offer would have been better than that. You might have had to jump through some hoops, as the upper offers got whatever petty revenge they wanted, but... And then you dragged me into it as well, trying to get me to make an offer. I can't do that. I cannot make offers on magic.
Truthfully, ma'am, I didn't know. I don't understand this city's politics. It never really was my
Her face
forte.
is down in her hands again. It's a game. It's always a game. It always has been. It probably always will be. And you made an illegal move. I don't know what will happen next. Those samples you brought,
Yes, ma'am.
what do they do? What is the danger they present?
They have the chance to remove the humanity, transform them into something that does not understand what they're doing. And I
It-
hope that it doesn't release too soon here and it does not come to the gates too soon. And they understand to take charge as soon as possible.
Surely a report from Alrith has reached the city of Callow.
They said they spoke to the bishop.
They say so many things. And I don't know what to believe from them, ever. I do believe that they had their reasons for making offers, especially with how much you now owe the city. That is quite substantial. I'm sure you realize.
Is there?
My worry
They-
is that whoever would take charge of the samples of us, of what we know, might use it as a weapon of some kind, and that I will not abide. I cannot speak for the others, but
They wanted
that is
something.
why
All those offers represent someone who wanted something from all of you. They do not. I don't know what they wanted. I don't know if most of them knew what each other wanted, if any. Those are the games they play. And when they don't get what they want, people suffer. Did you notice the guards? Their faces.
I
They all
looked at
seemed
the
a
left
little
one.
they all seemed
Yeah.
a little twitchy.
There's a reason for that.
Hmm.
Pray tell.
The people you just pissed off, there really is no telling what their revenge will look like. And as you saw, there is no regard for collateral. The city, to some of them, is a playground. And I cannot guarantee they won't destroy it to get what they want. You do not have your sigils.
It's the callers. They suppress him. They
Looks
still are
at
there.
Fane, who is still bleeding. I see. I don't have the authority to remove those. So, I'm at a loss.
Who does, Archbishop?
face lifts to look at you. Take a guess.
The Soprasadas.
Any of the top families could have your colors adjusted, per se. The ones you currently have are meant to shut everything down. Every bit of magic you have. Even you, Mr. Dubois, I'm sure have felt a separation.
I have. It's unnerving, to say the least.
At least for me, my god's presence can be felt even without a direct connection. The sun shines always.
And I don't mean to
For one
correct your
such as
holiness.
you,
There might be one other who might help us.
do tell. Because I have no ideas.
At the very heart of the city, I believe anyway, lies mausoleum.
Brun's going to, as you're having this conversation, Brun sees where you're going with this. Brun's gonna go stand by the door and just lean against it and just try to like make sure no one can hear from it from the door.
This mausoleum, if I am led to believe I am correct, holds the very creator of these collars. And they're asking for help.
She looks confused. The colors are a product of the Selfasari. What do you mean?
They didn't invent these. Probably stolen and researched and made more, but these are not of their design. Originally, at least.
Before we left, they mentioned her name, Ellerin.
When you say Ellerin, she's really not hiding things right now. You see a brief recognition and then confusion. Who is Ellerin?
The one that's seen all of these tests that can control what this magic is.
And you see she's like fidgeting her hands. Like just reaching up to her braids to touch those pieces of glass that kind of cascade and decorate her braids. And she's like rubbing the thumb on one of them, feeling the edge of another. Just playing with those things nervously. You see her face shift again, like a couple of moments of like recognition and then confusion and then recognition and loss and confusion and just back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. And she's like, she seems like there's a bit of pain, like in a temple, right? Like you've got a headache forming. I'm sorry. That name feels so familiar, but what does this Ellerin have to do with collars? You can't travel in the city without the collars. No guard would allow that. And I can't hide you. I cannot harbor you. I cannot keep you safe. Or I would doom so many. And you see she's kind of like looking into the middle distance at this point. Like her eyes are darting around, trying to catch fragments of thought.
think we're asking for that. We're merely asking for someone to trust us. Someone who has truly the best interests of the people of Callow Heart. Because only that person is the person that can help us.
Jepka trusted you. Her words have weight, and she is believed. She is honest, truthful. Nothing to hide. Her assessment was that you could be believed. And yet, you have caused damage. You have... Maybe? Did you? You seemed very certain you didn't. And you, what was your name? I'm so sorry, Thane. You had no part in this, and yet here you are as well. And they'll want to collar you, too. I guess. And she's just kind of rambling. She had seemed stern. She had seemed strong in the council chamber. She was ready. She was fight on sight.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as she came in, she was ready to start swinging. To see her like this now is so counter to what she had shown then. If I am to trust you, what will you do next?
What will they expect from us to repay this? Let's just call it 2 million gold for easy math. You say you can't protect us. Are they going to follow us? We are shackled, but we are not under guard right now.
The guards were never needed. Not really. They can shut you down at will. At least as far as I understand it. They will make sure that you pay. However it happens, I would assume so. They have people everywhere. They are not the ruling powers of this city by chance. They are
No.
all of them cutthroat and determined to come out on top. They fight amongst themselves in battles we will never know.
And to quote a friend of mine, the city suffers under them. Sure, we made an illegal play, but we're not the only ones not seated at that table. We aren't the only ones not playing. Turn to Thane. Remember that plan? Remember that backup plan we had to get in?
Please don't destroy another building.
I can
does
make
that
no
look?
promises, ma'am. But we owe the
Do
city.
you two have anything to add? Turning to you, Navos, and
Yep.
Duncan.
I will
These
personally
two
ensure
seem
that the
set on
building is
destroying the
empty
city.
first.
The first time it happened, it wasn't my plan, but I don't know. Again, I don't know, can they even destroy a city?
She reaches to the desk. There's a drawer under it. And pulls a piece of paper out. And passes it to you. Or offers it to you, rather, Navos.
Mm.
There are 17 names on it.
Thank you. Thank you for letting me know that
I have
someone here cares.
been able to do nothing else to help in your efforts. This is all I have.
This is all I wanted. Was
By
to
her
know where
light,
to hold it.
I can do nothing. I've tried to keep this city sane for as long as I've been here. Because when the balance is uneven as it is, he's upset. So many suffer. And the process to rebuild from that, it takes so long. This entire city is their playground and a battlefield, and we are but all of us pawns. Any last anything from anyone tonight?
Not you, ma'am. You're a bishop.
I think to play this game, I think we all have to be on the same page. And kind of in this interim between this session, next session, Duncan will sit down with the Archbishop and tell her everything. From the beginning to the end. To like where we are, at least now.
Is there anything that you are going to withhold?
No.
Is there anything that anyone else will stop Duncan from telling?
I'm trying to think of specifics.
I mean, maybe the fact that I found that weed in that barrel that was, I think, technically yours.
It was Vox's.
Vox's. So by yours by association.
Brun isn't going to volunteer anything. He's going to let Duncan do the talking.
So yeah, essentially what was in my journal.
Yeah, just reiterate, clarify, make a few jokes to try and lighten the mood even after he is told to knock it off. But the whole time he's waiting for someone to kick down the door at his back with a knife to try and kill any or all of us.
Oh, and I would definitely recruit Thane to reenact any of the people. Like, oh, that's person, Thane. And
to show the faces.
The PowerPoint.
Yes.
This is what happens when Ender's not here. He just turns into a LinkedIn page. People you may know. This guy, just Silverwind. Fuck this guy. Anyway, next.
That's
Navis?
my last anything.
I would help draw out whatever I can remember. If we're telling everything, again, going back to these shadowy beasts, Ellerin possibly fighting them with her own team. Yeah, her in the bubble.
There are certain parts of your retelling where you see her, I'm just going to say glitch out. Mm-hmm. Right? You see that slight recognition, confusion. It gets shut down so quickly, that recognition. Navos, you almost recognize this. Kind of like when things are changed around you. It feels almost like that, but it's not. You're confident it's not the same. You don't feel that pressure right now. You still head empty, no thoughts that aren't your own.
Mm-hmm.
With the collar. You still feel gross and disgusting from it, but you've kind of gotten to a point of like, well, this is life right now.
It's just how it is.
It's all gone numb.
Yep. Yeah, and whatever that glitch is happening, as I'm drawing, you kind of see me stop for a second, look around a bit, and then we'll try to get back to it again.
Yeah, especially when Ellerin is mentioned, or the history of the city. You see her grappling with information before just shutting it down. So, that seems like a fine enough place to end for the evening, friends. So, let me shut things down here. Thank you all for joining me.
Thank you for having us.